Hughes made a big difference off the court. I thought he did a terrific coaching job. Defensively, they had a better identity this year. But, I think Natasha is just so active. She was the perfect complement to Breanna Stewart. That the two of them learned how to play off each other. They're both active and mobile. And Natasha Howard has a will about her to get on the boards and to move and cut. I got a chance to see her kind of up close in college when my daughter was working at Florida State, and you could just see how athletic she would be. It was just how long it was going to take her to figure out her role in the pro game, and she's figured it out really well right now.
Second row center.
Coach, don't know if you've had any time in the locker room with the players after the loss was just a few minutes ago, but if you have talked to them.
Yeah, I did.
What did you tell them?
That's what I was just saying 1 minute ago.
Yeah.
I just talked to them about how proud I was of them and the things that we could do, briefly that we can do to get better, and where we were picked and where we ended up, they should be excited about, and they should be excited about the future. We'll have a team meeting tomorrow and talk about a few more things, but over the next couple months, I'll meet with our players individually. We aren't going to do a lot of exit interviews right away. When it's all this fresh, we'll do it with the young players. But I'm just so excited for where they got. I'm sorry for our fans that they didn't get to witness one more final game here. But for those fans who have waited 20-something years, they should be excited about what they have going forward with this team. And when I took this job 6 years ago, you always think, something's easier than it is. And we walked in and you said, well, this team was 5-29. Can't be all that bad. It was a haul. We don't have very many people left from that first year. And, all these players have bought in. They're trying to do the right things, and we've come a long way.
Yeah, and Mike, with Jewel and Stewie being 24, Natasha Howard 27, obviously Sue's 37, but do you see this as a team even beyond this year as kind of the team everyone needs to shoot for?
Oh yeah, I mean they're the defending champs now. They're young, they're really talented, they're smart, and they know how to play with each other. Teams are going to have to figure out some ways to match up and have as much firepower as they do. Because even on the nights that you play pretty good defense, they just have so many weapons to put the ball in the basket. They have so many unsung. Everybody talks about Stewie. Everybody talks about Sue. But when you look at the series that Natasha Howard and Alicia Clark had, and the game that Jewel had, the one game, you have so many weapons. And then they bring somebody like Sammy Whitcomb off the bench, and she had an impact on the game today.
We have one more question for Coach as our Washington players are here. Second row center.
Mike, you talked a lot this year about how you saw key role players grow, people like Tiana and Natasha. Does that kind of, fortify your sense of the team's attitude and how they feel about the future and how much they're looking forward to growing? Yeah,
I think so. I mean, obviously they're very disappointed in the locker room, but I think they know that what they did this year was special. It's hard to say that sometimes when, everybody talks about who the champion is. But, again, from where we came at the start of the year to where we are now, that they have to turn around and look and say, boy, we did so many good things. And the other part of it is, but there's the champ. And it's a motivation or a carrot in front of them to say, hey, we got to work this much harder. We got to improve in these areas if we're going to compete with them and try to win, a championship.
Coach, thank you.
Thanks.